Here we are in section 2.2 exercises, part A, finishing up with numbers 33 through 40. In number 33 and 34 and 35, we are using the formulas for money totals. And you might have to make up your own. And what does that mean? Well, Q stands for quarters. This is 25 cents for every quarter. D, that's going to be our variable for dimes, is 10 cents a piece. N for nickels, which is 5 cents, that's nickels. And P for pennies, which is 1 cent. Now going back and looking at the textbook, we'll see how they have used these formulas in a couple of examples. Let's go and look at that. Back a few pages from the assignment, you'll see money. Here we have quarters and dimes. The value of money would be 25 cents times the number of quarters. That makes sense. If you have like 5 quarters, you'd get 25 cents. 10 cents for every dime. And then it would add up to the total amount of money. If you have nickels, you would have 0.05 times the number of nickels. Okay, let's return so we can do that, and we'll make up our formulas as we go. So here we have quarters and dimes. So this one is going to have, the value is going to be 25 cents times the number of quarters, which will be 9, plus 10 cents, 0.10, times the number of dimes. So this is going to be 0.25 times 9 is 2.25. Well, if you have 9 quarters or 9 25-cent pieces, you will be adding them up one at a time until you get $2.25. Then 10 cents for every dime, and that will be 1.2 or $1.20. When you add them up, you will get $3.45 will be the total value of your money right there. Let's check our answer. There it is. Number 33 is $3.45. Good. Number 34. This one doesn't have quarters and dimes. It has pennies and dimes. Now a penny is worth 0.01. So the formula for this one, though many people would not find it necessary, is that the value would be 1 cent times the number of pennies plus 10 cents times the number of dimes. And that's what it said by making up your own. We didn't need to have quarters or nickels in this particular formula because the problem only has pennies and dimes. So 19 can go in for the P and 17 can go in for the D. So we have 0.01, the value will equal 0.01 times 19 plus 0.10 times 17. So this is 0.19 plus 1.7. So when we add those together, we get 1.89, 189. Yeah, and that's exactly what you would do if you actually had 19 pennies and 17 dimes. You'd count them out and you got $1.70 plus 19 cents would be $1.89. Let's double check that answer. Yes, $1.89. Number 35. N equals 37. Now look, we have nickels and quarters. So this is, the value would be 0.05 N plus 0.25 Q. We have 23 quarters. That 23 goes in for Q right there, and 37 nickels. So it's 0.05 times 37 plus 0.25 times 23. There we go. So that's going to equal these two times together is 185, $1.85 there for 37 nickels, and 23 quarters is 575, 5.75. Adding those two together and we get 7.60. 7.6 or $7.60. Let's check our answer. $7.60. Good. Number 36. We're now going to use the formulas for temperature conversion. If you haven't seen these before, they may be a little unusual. Let's go to the book and find them. Back a few pages in the book, you'll see the money formulas that we've just been adjusting. Here's the temperature conversion from Celsius and Fahrenheit. If you stick in a Fahrenheit, it will produce the Celsius function. So let's write it right here for convenience. It was that C equals 5/9 f minus 32. So let's give it a shot. Number 36, it says F is 75 degrees. So Fahrenheit is 75 degrees. So we're going to stick the 75 in where the F is and rewrite that. C equals 5/9 F, which is now 75, minus 32. 75 minus 32 is 43. So we have 5/9 times 43. And that's what our C will equal. Let's plug that in the calculator. 5/9 we can turn into a decimal by 5 divided by 9 times 43 equals 23.88888. So rounding, at one decimal place, 23.9 degrees. So C is going to equal 23.9 degrees Celsius. 75 degrees Fahrenheit is 23.9 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's check that answer. 23.9 degrees Celsius, correct. Number 37, F is 15. So again, we're going to stick that 15 in where the F is. And we get C equals 5/9 15 minus 32. 15 minus 32 is negative 17, which 5/9 will then multiply. So, I wonder what this is going to be. C equals, let's get our calculator again, 5 divided by 9, we'll turn it into a decimal, we could leave it in as a fraction, times 17 that is a negative. Put a little minus on that thing, plus or minus button, to make that a negative 17. We get negative 9.4. 4 on forever, so negative 9.4 degrees Celsius. Let's double check our answer, and we get yes, negative 9.4 degrees Celsius is the same as 15 degrees Fahrenheit. Number 38. Now we will stick negative 23 into the formula. So we get C equals 5/9 times negative 23 minus 32. And what does that produce? This is negative and negative. That's a negative 55, which we'll be multiplying by the 5/9. So punch that into the calculator, and we get 55 negative times 5 divided by 9 equals negative 30.555, round up to negative 30.6. And we get equals negative 30.6 degrees Celsius. Let's check our answer. Oh, there it is right there. Number 39. If the formula for area of a circle is A equals, oh boy, many of you know that, that's a pi. Pi r squared. What is the area of a circle with radius 7? This is a preparation problem, which means it's preparing you for what you're going to do at the gathering. So if you've never seen this symbol before, that's fine. That's not a problem at all. A, area, good, and R, radius. So we're going to have A equals that silly pi, and then radius is 7 squared. So it's going to be whatever this number is, pi times 49. If you look on your calculator, you will see that most calculators have a pi button. On our calculator here, they have a pi button, and it is right here, and it's this big long decimal expansion here, but most people think it's about 3.14, which is great, times 7 squared, which is 49, and we'll get about 153.93. You don't need to have gotten the answer. You're supposed to see this formula as the area of a circle to prepare your brain for what's coming with the instructions coming up. Like number 40, where did pi come from? Now, on the internet, if you Google, where did pi come from? And you can spell it P-I, is the English spelling of this letter of the Greek alphabet. And you can use a dictionary, or if you Google it, it will give you some history of where this number came from and why we always use it with circles. And then you'll be well prepared for your meeting. Good luck.